What's going on, YouTube community? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati. Now, moving along the Western Conference playoffs, now we're talking about the #3 Los Angeles Clippers versus the #6 San Antonio Spurs. Now, I have the San Antonio Spurs at probably a 47-48% of moving on to the next round. And this is why. Listen, I know Chris Paul has something to prove. You know, he's been in the league for a long time. He has to finally get over that hump, get to the conference finals and all that stuff. I know Blake Griffin has improved. Hell of a player. I know you have Jamal Crawford who can shoot the ball, J.J. Redick, Barnes. And I understand you have DeAndre Jordan who can protect the paint, block shots, rebound, even score. But I just feel like, this is just my opinion, I just feel like the San Antonio Spurs, they are geared for these moments. These dudes had a hot ending to the season. Yes, they didn't get the #2 seed, but like I said before, I don't even think they cared about who they played in the playoffs. These are the defending champs, and until somebody knocked them off, I'm going to roll with them. I just feel like the San Antonio Spurs, they will be too much for the Los Angeles Clippers. You know, unless Chris Paul decides to, you know what, I got to go into scoring Chris Paul, because if he's getting like 16 points a game, stuff like that, it's not going to really cut it, because you don't really have too many guys on that team who can dominate at scoring the ball. You have Chris Paul, who's good at pick and roll, can dominate. You have Blake Griffin, who, you know, he's in and out game. You know, he's going to get his. But then you have Jamal Crawford, who can be streaky. J.J. Redick, you don't know what you're going to get from him. You're not going to get a barrage of three-pointers from the Clippers every game. And I think the San Antonio Spurs, their defense will, you know, shut that down. And I think Kawhi Leonard, he's been playing great. He's going to be, once again, the determining factor for this series, because I don't think there's nobody on that team who can actually stop him. You know, he can defend, he can score, he can get to the basket, he can shoot three, and I think he will cause Blake Griffin some problems. He's not going to probably let Blake Griffin go crazy. And then you still have Tim Duncan down there who can post up or get the mid-range shot, you know, play defense. You have Tiago Splitter, if healthy, can help out. And other guys, Baines, just another big body. Then you have Tony Parker, who's not a, you know, scrub, and this, you know, he's been around. You have Jamal Ginobili. You have Bellinelli. You have a lot of guys on this team who can contribute and help out. And of course, if they have that great ball movement, it's going to be hard to beat the San Antonio Spurs. Let's just be real. I don't care this whole age shit. Listen, these guys are still playing great basketball. They move the ball well. They play defense well. They can bring anybody in off the bench and just, they can contribute very well. So I think the Clippers, they're going to have a tough time. But I will say this, I think this series can possibly go 7 games. I can see this series going 7 games. To be honest with you, I can see this series going 7 games. But I'm rolling with the San Antonio Spurs to come out of this and move on to the next round. As much as I love Chris Paul, I just don't think this team is, like, still ready to move on. And of course, you have Greg Popovich. I know they have Doc Rivers, but you have Greg Popovich. Let me just, you know, you have Greg Popovich, who is a master at coaching. So, and about adjustments and stuff like that. And we all know the Clippers' half-court offense is not that damn good. But this is going to be an interesting series, but I'm going to go with the San Antonio Spurs. You guys tell me who you think, who you're going to roll with. Comment, subscribe, favorite, like, share. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. I'm out. Deuces.